decorators and a microphone. The UK's first painting and decorating podcast with Trev and Ryan.
Hi guys.
Guess what we found out after 2 years of nearly doing this podcast?
That if you leave a computer on with fans in it, you get a bit of background noise. Turns out. Who'd have thunk it?
But listen now. Just listen. Fucking
Enjoy that, because the interview that we recorded this week was CT1 all the way up in Chesterfield.
Oh my god.
We're in the middle of actively running Decorators Merchant, so there's blocking
Crown Decorating Centre, Chesterfield.
Yeah, so there's
should we say
shaking machines going on and people shouting in the background.
Should we say thank you?
Doesn't sound as beautiful as this. Thank you for hosting us.
Exactly.
Dean at Chesterfield Crown Decorators Centre.
We met Tony from CT1.
Tony, all the way from Hull.
Hull. It was a long day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a very long fucking day.
God, we left at what time did we leave? 3:30?
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock,
In the morning? It
It
was nice to see you guys.
Bit of a drive
Thanks
up.
for coming to see us. Oh, you fucking didn't.
Yeah, we've got pool, but not that much pool.
It was a very quiet day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think we saw about 4 decorators.
Yeah, and what that one bloke who just talking about,
I don't know. I think he used that merch as like a youth club, didn't he? Because he didn't have a lot of work on it.
Yeah, he didn't. He wasn't particularly up to much.
We got there at 7:30, and he was there before us.
I'm trying to find, because we found out on the return leg of our journey. Pardon me.
Right.
We went to Hemel Hempstead.
Oh, what a nice place that is!
Yeah, lovely part of the world, Hemel Hempstead.
Is it a village or a town? It must be a
I
town,
think it's
surely.
a town, isn't it?
But it was very nice,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
very, very nice. We went to Brian and Ray at Topdec.
Big shout out to Brian and Ray.
We found out that our podcast is educational.
Apparently.
New category to put ourselves in, because
we could be used for training purposes.
this is what I'm scrolling through Topdec's Instagram page right now, trying to find out is the name of his younger sister that works there.
Barbara, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Wendy,
Jill,
Paula.
but apparently
Tiffany,
because she
is new to the trade.
18, is getting new to sort of being around tradesmen. The podcast is a good way for her to learn sort of the banter and the jokes and how everything's sort of a big mess around most of the time.
Wow, yeah, but I mean that was very. We were quite flat.
I was well impressed with that.
We had a very warm welcome from Topdec, didn't we?
Got to try out their coffee as well. Their coffee's really nice.
Yeah, I've had a bit of that. What I'd say is, if you are near Hemel Hempstead, get into their shop right now, because they've got so much stuff in there. You're not going to be able to get in the front door soon.
Yeah, they very much a snack shop. But I tried out some of the Axis. It's like pink scratch. It's called.
It's purple. That's not pink.
Abraser.
Ryan, we got a roll of it to try from Brian, and
Apparently,
I think I've got about 30 centimetres of it, and Ryan's taken the rest. So I've not actually tried mine yet, but you were very impressed, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. It's I think you bump up a grade is what we got told. So if you want 120, you get 180.
Yeah,
it seems to go for ages, and it rubs down really nice. So it doesn't clog up too much. I'm quite a fan of it.
There we go.
I've tried some Arrowworthy brushes as well.
Oh, how'd you have
the
those?
Arrowworthy classics I quite like, and then I've got the red ones as well, and the red ones are a little bit, but the classics were quite nice. They're like a little shorter pro form, but a bit stocky, like a bit thicker in the stock. So there,
raving review from Ryan there about the scratch.
Well, I used it once, so.
What, the brush or the scratch?
Both. I used the scratch on like 2 days, and the brush once, cutting one wall with it. So I don't have.
And apparently,
mountains of experience with it.
According to Brian and Ray, Technos is the next big thing that's flying out the door.
Yeah, there's Technos has got a ceiling paint out, which is called, if I can unlock my phone quick enough and make this nice and smooth, scroll back up to the top, it is... Yeah.
Bear with us.
1 moment, please. Technos Techno Ceiling. Techno Ceiling.
Yeah?
Yeah, apparently that's the banging stuff. If you're fucking AR too often, stop getting capped in, because then I can't get any, so...
Oh, okay. And they stock WR
Works.
WRX.
Works.
Is that what it's called? Works.
Works.
Now I've tried the satin wood. That was okay.
Sounds weird without any background noise, isn't it?
I know.
Oh.
And did you try that ceiling paint in the end that we had?
No.
No, nor did I.
I didn't. Yeah.
It's up the yard, but we'll have to try it. Yeah, so I can only say this, the satin wood seemed okay. It wasn't earth-shattering, but then I don't know what the price is, so it's probably, the same old story. You get what you pay for.
Yeah, normally the way, innit?
Yeah, so...
Just thought I'd put something in the background for us, because
No,
now there's no background noise. We need a bit of background music.
Oh, we're now allowed to play jingles in the background, are we?
Yeah, because we've got such a nice studio setting now.
Yeah, I see. So, different rules apply,
What
obviously.
else do we do on the way up? Not
What
much,
else did
do
we do?
we?
We stopped from McDonald's. Oh, saw that Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
That 4x4 Lamborghini.
Oh yeah, the big Lambo, and we had a nice drive up as well, and a fancy car.
Yeah, we got, what do you call it?
RAV4.
Cool.
Didn't even really need to drive itself, practically.
Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good. It made the journey quite nice.
Ron and I decided that rather than rattle up there in our van, it was a 4-hour journey, wasn't it, there and back?
My van wouldn't have liked that at all.
No, exactly. So,
I'd rather not get stuck halfway up north in a broken down van.
Yeah, so RAV4 gets a big thumbs up as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. We figured that it would be better off paying the money to hire a car than it would be to pay to get my van or Dad's van towed back down to Alton. So,
Yeah, so it's quite a good day. Was there any highlights really?
Yeah, I mean the
we
day
went to Chesterfield, didn't we?
itself, yeah. I mean the Crooked Spire.
Crooked Spire, we saw that.
Yeah.
That was the main draw of Chesterfield.
Yeah. The Morrison's petrol station. That was good.
We didn't really. It wasn't
Shitty Brown River.
Well, it was a nice shitty brown river. Yeah, but wasn't really anything that was sort of like a standout, was there?
Yeah, go and see Brian and Ray walking. If you do go to Hemel Hempstead,
Don't park where we parked.
make sure you get up the right end of the one-way system, because otherwise you got to walk all the way down the high street.
Yeah, we parked the wrong end, and it's a one-way system as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So park Brian and Ray's end.
Not the other end that you can't get down and you got to walk down.
That's how come we know they got a nice town, because we walked all the way through it.
All the way down the high street.
Yeah, it was nice though. Yeah. But no, Topdec is definitely worth a visit.
For sure.
Like I say,
most definitely. And their point of service system as well. POS. Their POS was lovely. You just pull the card in there, let everyone see your PIN.
But yeah, just go for that. Go for the stock that they stock. They can't stock any more stock in the places, just stocked out.
They wanted to start stocking CT1, but they got no more room.
Exactly. But no, it was I enjoyed that visit. It was good.
Yeah, I'm not ordered anything off of Topdec for a while, and I need to get back on it.
Yeah.
I need to get fucking paid first.
You've not been paid then?
Not yet.
Oh. Hopefully, because you got next week off.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh.
Well, hopefully someone will hear this Monday morning and fucking feel a bit of shame.
Well, yeah. probably bought another heated hose, right?
Oh, yeah, probably.
So anyway. What are you doing with your week off?
Well, I tried my best. My sister's moving back from Ireland to near here, and I tried my best not to get involved with the fucking flat at all.
It's a one-bedroom flat.
I tried yeah, exactly. Why can't you fucking do it? I tried my best to not get involved with doing her flat. And, granted it is getting blasted in all one colour. I ain't fucking taping up skirtings and putting feature walls on. Fuck that, you get white.
White ceilings, white walls, white woodwork, white floors.
Yeah. But somehow I managed to rope myself into that.
I'm lending you Max for a couple of days.
Oh yeah, great.
Oh, sorry, apologise. Max can hear this, he does know how to get a podcast. I apologise, Max.
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, well...
What?
Nothing, I can just see stars. For what we were talking about. Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Well, he will be. He's looking forward to working with you.
Oh, that's a fucking mistake, isn't it?
Well, he's young.
He thought he had a bow with you.
He's young and stupid, isn't he? He don't know any better. I think it's good. I think it's very good.
I'm going to leave my Merca down there. I'm going to tell him to get on rubbing down the woodwork, and I'm going to rock up at about 11 o'clock on Monday morning.
I'm going to give him some of that new purple scratch and a sanding pole.
Yeah. You're fucking power tools. No, you're nowhere near power tools yet, Max.
No.
We're going to make your little arms hurt.
Oh, bless him. No. He'll be good. He'll help you out. He's looking forward to it, like I say.
Well, more fool him.
No, he'll be good.
Yeah, so I think that's...
Is that it? Because we got the interview for CT1 to play.
The audio quality. I mean, we tried our best. We tried our very best, but sometimes it is.
I've even edited it. Yeah. Edited it.
Properly edited it.
We've done a bit of noise reduction.
The only other way we could have got around it, you can buy a battery pack, or is it a battery pack or a 12-volt plug?
What's that
for the desk?
Can you?
I think so. I think you can buy batteries or and you get a little 12-volt
charger.
Yeah, like a cigarette lighter.
Yeah. Well, then do it in the back of the van.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think that's the only other solution.
It was quite noisy.
Yeah, we did try our best,
but
at least it's not quite sat in the studio.
No, but at least you can hear what he's saying. Yeah. Unlike our first attempt at Brentford.
Basically, it boils down to Tech as a firm make good fucking products. Buy them. That's pretty much it.
Basically, yeah, that's all it is.
Go to Crown, buy some CT1.
Yeah.
You won't go wrong.
You need CT1, Peel Tec, and Multisolve. Yeah. That's the three basics you need.
Yeah, and then if you want to go fancy, get their super glue as well. But yeah, and then obviously we will do a extension on the end of this podcast, which will be like every other week. We'll do a couple of half hour.
Yep.
If you go to pod.fan/TWO-decorators-and-a-microphone-extras,
I'll put a link in the description.
You can help support your favourite show from as little as £2.50 a month. You get double the amount of content pretty much each week.
Last week was good hour or so, wasn't it?
Yeah, hour and 20 minutes on top of it.
We did have a good guest though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And you can catch them on all the back catalogue. There's a unreleased to the public podcast episode in there as well.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, and the competition?
Yeah, you get entered into competitions whenever we feel fucking willing to do one.
Sent it off, didn't I?
Yeah, he did.
Go on. Fucking gone now, innit?
2 weeks after he fucking won it.
But it builds the anticipation, doesn't it?
Someone moans that why is it all down to me? But at the same time, that same person gets all of the pod fan money. So I think that might be why it's down to you.
The pod fan money is still paying back the fucking desk.
Oh, is it?
And
right. Now I see.
Have you not read the small print where it says about the interest that I'm owed for it?
Oh yeah, you got interest on there
exactly.
As well. What about
You'd have been cheaper borrowing the money off the craze.
You're not getting any money off of this one.
What's that?
Is this,
Would you stop?
Is that not paying the desk back a little bit as well?
No, that's going nowhere. That one. It is horrible doing a podcast on your own.
You can email us tdex1mike@gmail.com. Dad's fucking TJ something. I don't fucking
Painting
care.
And decorating tips by TJ. I
on
didn't know.
YouTube,
on
and
YouTube.
Then on Instagram, he might have changed it. But at the moment, I think he's like Hampshire Kitchens or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I'm at TJ decorating all the time.
Okay,
it's just the description I changed. For SEO purposes, apparently. I watch far too many YouTube videos.
Yeah, you fucking do, mate. Start watching some porn or something like a normal man. Jesus. Follow at S&D_decorating on Instagram. You can go on our Instagram, tdex1mike, and you can find the
Facebook groups
and the anonymous feedback form on Google Forms.
We've got two Facebook groups. We've got a one you can find and one that you can't really find unless you listen to the
unless you know
podcast.
Where to look.
No, it's all right. You just need to listen to one of the very first few podcasts, don't you?
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, we mentioned it then. That's the only time we mentioned it in one of those podcasts, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't go on Facebook anymore. It's full of shit. I noticed a certain specific someone that we're not particular fans of tried joining the Facebook group as well.
I saw that again. Yeah, it's the second time he's tried that. I thought.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I thought I said decline before.
Decline.
Yeah, he's very keen, isn't he?
Yeah, very keen. Very keen to fuck off.
Maybe we should talk about that in the extras.
Yeah, so if you want to, again, pod.fan, fucking whatever.
I'll put a link in the description.
Anything else relevant?
Went over to Paint Check the other day.
Go on.
When I went over to Paint Check the other day.
Don't use all of the content in the free one because you know I've only got one note in the thing and it's a very short story.
Okay, I'll save that for the extras as well.
Okay,
wonderful. So if you've got £2.50 to spare this week, it seems like this is the week to spend it.
Because you're getting my entire whole 30-second story.
Right, let's get on with this. A little bit of a...
Enjoy the interview with Tony.
And we'll speak to you next week. Take care, guys. Have a great week.
Bye. Have a good one.
Bye.
Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
Bye.
Peace out.
Bye.
We should actually start going properly.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Ready?
Take two.
Take two.
There's a phone. That's great. It's like people know, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to start a demo. Let's just ring. It's me, pocket darling, to get out of this.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Right.
only kidding.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, we're here in Chesterfield.
Chesterfield.
4 hours up north.
Yeah. We left halfway through the night.
Yeah.
To meet Tony.
Yeah, to come and see Tony from CT1.
Morning.
Say hello, Tony. Good morning. Yeah, it is
How are
morning,
we?
isn't
It
it?
is, it's only 9:45.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It feels like we've been here all day.
Yeah.
You have been here all day pretty much, haven't you? Have you been here since half?
Yeah, so that hopefully now we've got 3 decent microphones set up, hopefully properly.
Yeah.
And we can actually do something.
Oh, hello. Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
bump us up a little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit of background noise. We are in the middle of the shop
Yeah.
on their wallpaper and consultancy table. So there might be a little bit of background. You might hear a little bit of Greatest Hits radio as well.
Exactly. It all adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah, and then they're going to sell you some wallpaper before you leave.
Be ideal.
Right.
And the smell of bacon roll in here.
Yeah, just drifting through the shop slowly.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. So should we get going?
Should we do what we come here to do?
Yeah. Well, where should we start? Should we start with Peel Tec? Peel
So
Tec's
yeah,
the one
we'll
to go
start.
with, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll start with the Peel Tec. That's sort of the main reason why
We come to see you.
you've travelled here to
Exactly.
We do mention Peel Tec quite a bit, don't we?
Yeah, we do like Peel
Yeah.
Tec.
Well, as you're aware, we just obviously won an award for being.
The award was DIY Weekly.
DIY Weekly Product of the Year. That's it. Yeah, that was it.
Decorating
Yeah,
Product of the
Decorating
Year.
Product of the Year, which is quite impressive, you know.
Yeah, to be fair, you used to go on about old nitro malls. That's all old decorators go on about. Old nitro malls,
Yeah.
But I really like the Peel Tec.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is because of EU regs that changed, a lot of the nasty chemicals. The main thing is methyl chloride was removed out of them products.
Yeah.
So with them being removed from the products, it sort of changed how that works. So then we spend a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of R&D to try and make a product that would do what that would do without any of the nasties in there that you can't have anymore down to the EU regs, and that's when we came up with
It does
the
work
Peel
well.
Tec.
You
And
don't.
it's to the point where you don't need to wear gloves, really, when you use them.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's not-
It's safe on the skin. You know, the good thing is now the newer product that's out there has a nice citrus smell to it as well,
Lovely.
which is always good.
But the only way to get that is to go to Crown Decorating Centres and buy Peel Tec, so they have to restock.
That's correct.
With the citrus.
With the citrus, that's
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
We need to get it in.
Move through the old stuff first.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do first off is just to obviously show you guys the product, show how it works, what it does, and how great and fantastic the product is. So what we have, it has a special nozzle designed so when we spray, it sprays nice and evenly. So we've got different materials here. First, I'm just going to work on some masonry, some painted brick. So give it a spray. Let it sit there. Already, as you can
see it
both see,
bubbling.
it's bubbling. It's working straight
It's
away.
definitely doing something.
It's doing
its
something.
thing.
What is it doing? That's the question. So what it's doing now is just really soaking into the paint, trying to get to the substrate underneath to really lift that paint off, so we can peel it away and get rid of it. Don't peel, don't burn it, peel it. That's sort of the the slogan behind the product.
Because even though it's hard to get insurance now for fire, isn't it? Even like heat and fire and public liability,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it's a bit of a struggle. So it's the way to go.
Yeah, it is if you've got a lot of
No,
stripping.
absolutely. Plus, it's safer. It's safer. You're not risking.
No, exactly, yeah.
Especially when it comes down, maybe not brick, but when it comes down to working on timber, especially you don't want to burn something if you're restoring old furniture, antique furniture, especially you don't want to.
you're right.
Ruin that. So
Yeah.
you can see already. So that's what been left 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We can see on the brick that it's starting to bubble. It's already starting to actually lift away. So I'm just gonna scrape a little bit off here, so you can see just how easy and that's not much force at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you're not pushing on that.
As much as I appreciate that's only one layer, we've only left it 30 seconds. So imagine if we leave it the 10, 15, 20 minutes to really soak in. It's going to get rid of them 5, 6, 7 layers.
Yeah. And
with ease.
It's not exactly a messy product either. So
no, not at all.
Even if it, you've got 10 layers on there and it'll get through 5.
Well, that's it.
It
gets through them 5. You just give your scraper a quick clean.
Yeah.
Clean off any excess. Spray on. And we go again. Yeah. So that's just on some masonry. So then what we've got here is we've got some blue mat with undercoat as well, just to sort of highlight how this will sort of work in regards to not just getting off the actual paint, but the undercoat as well.
Yeah.
So, if we just leave it for a few seconds, it'll probably only bring the base layer of the paint off. However, if we leave it a minute, 30 seconds, it'll really get in there and bring the undercoat off as well. So as we're obviously waiting for that, we'll spray some of the varnish as well. So we've got the mahogany varnish and then we've got a clear varnish as well.
Okay.
So give them a little spray. Just again bubbling away, let it soak in, let it do what it needs to do, and then we've got the thing on the end which is quite challenging is the spindle.
Oh, spindles.
Yeah.
Someone asked about dodgy spindles and they're like, I'm going to be here forever stripping it off. First thing I said was get some Peel Tec.
I think a lot of people agreed as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
They said it was a good choice.
The thing is, you're not having to worry about burning. You're not having to mess about sanding.
Yeah.
Constantly sanding and sanding away.
And you never get it all, do you?
No. You never really get into the nooks and the crannies where, because this is a spray, you spray it on the area, it covers absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
So you really getting in them little difficult areas.
You can use those green scours then, can't you, to get in there and
you can just because you won't need anything. The brilliant thing is when the product's got in there and lifted the actual paint, you won't need nothing too abrasive to actually get rid of.
What's on there?
To get rid of what's on there.
You've really got to remove the coat, haven't you? You're not scraping it off. You're just lifting it away
and you just peel it away technically out with that. So we've got the blue mat here. So we've left that again, maybe like 30 seconds, a minute or so. We haven't left it long. So you can see. So we just started there, so you can see the undercoat's coming off. We're going to the timber now as well, that's underneath, which is great. We've got rid of the paint and you can see how clean the area is. So prep work then beforehand, once we've removed all the paint, is just clean it with soapy water. Make sure you've got rid of all the Peel Tec that's on the surface, prime, undercoat, whatever you need to do, and you can crack on. Away you go.
Lovely.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I do like a bit of Peel Tec.
Yeah.
A lot of one of the things I like about CT1, you don't have you don't have like 1,000 products. You've got, I think it's 13.
No, not even that many. Luckily,
is it? I don't know. I looked at the website. I think it was 8.
We only do 8 products, which obviously makes it easy for us because thing is you can't be an expert in 100 different.
That's exactly what you say, Ryan.
It's absolutely impossible. So rather than do a million different things, why not do a few things?
One moment, please, while the shaking
Are we off again then?
back in the room, I think.
We're back. All right.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that you've got a range of 8 products. You know what you've got. You've developed them really well, and you're not just throwing things out there for the sake of throwing it out there.
Yeah, exactly. If we're going to make something, we might as well be the best in what what we've made. We might as well be number one in that product category. Why not? That's the CT1, the Peel Tec, and the other products that we do. That's sort of where we come into our own. So we can go on to the varnish now. So the varnish, as you can see, the bubbling is now
sort of
slowed down. It's stopped. It's still going very slightly, but we can see. So again, not much pressure or force at all, and you can see just how easy that's actually coming off. And then we move up to the clear varnish, and you can see it just all collecting there at the end of the scraper. Just how easy that is. Done. Minimal effort. Minimal. Why work hard when you can work smart? It just makes it so much easier. So then your favourite, the spindle. So we've left that probably a few minutes now just to really get in there.
About the time it takes to shake up 2 tins of paint.
But you can see again.
Cool, yeah.
Look at that very minimal effort. undercoats coming off, base layers come off.
If you've got a bit of, what do you call that? Like green scout pad.
Yeah, green,
something like that.
Yeah. In them difficult areas, get your scour. There you go. Nice and easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Simple, innit?
Just get simple, quick. Why complicate things?
It's like we said, it's one of those products I think you should just keep in your van.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Peel Tec, multi-solve, which we haven't spoken about yet, but multi-solve should be in your van.
Yeah. Oh yeah, CT1. Pretty much all the products that Crown have got in your CT1, your multi-solve and your Peel Tec should all be van essentials.
Yeah, just to get you out of spot.
I think we might get away with the shaker on this one.
Okay.
Can we stop again?
No, it's alright. Yeah, we can. Not too bad, is it?
We can fluff a little bit.
Yeah, we can.
It's not the mega shaker, is it?
No, it's only the little one. There's only 2.5 in there. Right, so multi-solve, which is another one, a little tin, but well worth keeping on the van.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Crown luckily stock the big 500ml tins in as well, so you get plenty for your money there. It will last absolutely ages. I think that the biggest issue is a lot of people with any product you spray on or you use, people absolutely use loads of it and rush and think, why is it not doing this, why is it not doing that? The key thing, especially with the multi-solve, is time, and you don't need that much of it as well, so a little or big can will go a long way, which probably ain't going to do well from our sales, but it just shows the power of the product. So the main thing with the multi-solve is our cleaner and degreaser. Have you guys sort of used much of the multi-solve?
I've used quite a bit of that.
Sticker residue on windows and doors. And
just your residues, on your doors, little fiddly things that are just generally absolute
handrails when people use Mr. Sheen. Use that waxiness on the top. Bit of multi-solve first and
One great thing this is good for is, because this comes originally from a family of cleaning solvents, is on things like upholstery. It's safe to use on. It doesn't. This colour doesn't affect it.
Oh, right.
So one key thing with the product is, if you get any gloss on a carpet and the gloss is wet, this will actually clean up the gloss without damaging the carpet. Or the floor. So if it's a solid oak floor, if it's a hard wooden floor and you don't want to. The multi-solve, while it's still wet, it'll work absolute wonders on it. It's fantastic for that stuff.
Blimey. I didn't know that.
So a lot of people don't. There's so many things it's good for. Chewy. So if you get chewy in a carpet, nightmare. It'll take it off, no problem as well.
Bloody hell.
Tar spatters on the wheel arches of your van or your car, on your alloys. It'll actually get rid of all that without actually damaging the lacquer and damaging the paintwork.
Brilliant.
Because it's safe to use and you can spray it on your clothes. It won't disintegrate with clothes until we come off the podcast anyway.
Tony is now just spraying his CT1 t-shirt. I tell you what, it smells quite nice, doesn't it?
The C-shirt is now dissolving.
But can you not get links past the Watford Gap?
I just use multi-solve.
You should let us know. We'd have smuggled sample here for you.
But the other great thing this is for is to work alongside the Peel Tec. So once you've used the Peel Tec, if there's any sort of residues left behind, you can actually use the multi-solve to help clean. So once that paint's been deactivated as well, and you just need to give it a nice clean, the multi-solve will do that for you really, really well. And the thing is, this is safe to use on all the materials that we've got in front of us here. You got your wood, your brick, metal, etc. It's fine to use. The other thing as well is plastic, soft plastic, UPVC. So if you get any wet paint and you think, oh God, how am I going to get that off? Multi-solve. On a rag, clean it off. Job's a good one. But how it sort of complements not just the Peel Tec, is the CT1 as well, is it allows us to tool CT1 and make CT1 a lot more pliable in certain scenarios.
So instead of washing up liquid water now,
instead of a squeegee bottle washing up liquid water, the multi-solve, what it'll do is, I'll show you guys now. So we'll do a bead of CT1. I'm not sure if you're even aware of this, that you can do it with a multi-solve.
Yeah, go on.
So just say we've maybe filled an area, or we've done a bit of a messy bead with a CT1.
That looks a lot like my masticing.
And you need to tidy it up a bit. All we're going to do, quick spray. not a lot.
Yeah,
And then you can see. So can you see just how pliable that becomes?
Bloody hell, yeah.
Not sticking to your fingers.
Not sticking to your fingers, so you're keeping your trousers, your tops clean. All you get is a bit of residue on your finger. There you go, done.
Flippin' heck.
So it just complements the Peel Tec, but the CT1.
Yeah. See, I thought the C-Tech products were good, but you're showing me a different world. So I'm more impressed. Like, I thought it was like, oh yeah, you know, they're individually they're good. I didn't realise they worked that well together.
In combination.
This multi-solve is so underrated, to be honest, with a lot of tradesmen. They don't quite understand the uses it can be used for. So we've only just touched on a few things there. One of the key aspects is old silicone, especially, you know, the residues that get left behind by old silicone. That takes off within 5-10 minutes. So again, is the time aspect. You know, spray it on but leave it. Don't rush. Let it do what it needs to do. And that's because the product needs to get to room temperature. So actually wear it, because it's in a pressurised can, just needs to it comes out really cold, but you just need to get it to room temp, so whatever's in the can can work and you know, do what it needs to do, really, and you know, make your job a lot easier. Like I said, there's so many things that it can be useful that people just don't. Oh right, I didn't know I could. Like, some people don't even know you could do that with a CT1.
I didn't know that.
To tool the joint, because you know, you lads have probably used CT1, and it is, you know, we make it's thick for a reason, because it's a quality product. And you don't always have the luxury soapy water on hand, but if you've got a tin of that with you, because you're removing stuff anyway.
I'm honestly the messiest silicone ever.
This will make you look like a pro. Trust me.
I get it all over my hands, all over everything.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I'm the worst.
To be fair, I was the same. I'm actually getting quite good now, because I'm using a gun every day, so I'm getting a lot better.
Maybe next time you can ride, just spray your hands with multi-solve first.
Your jobs are good, and
so multi-solve CT1 as well, which is obviously the big one.
So as everyone knows, is CT1, you know, it's the CT1 man, you know. I don't have a name anymore. Even my family don't call me Tony anymore. It's literally Mr. CT1. That's literally it. So what we have with the CT1 is, as you guys know, our all-round sealant adhesive for any given situation, wet, dry, it doesn't matter. So the product comes in 7 colours, so we have a good vast colour range, as we can see on the colour swatch that's on the desk there, just highlighting majority of our colours. The other thing with the product is wastage, so not every job you're going to use a full tube on every single job. Once you've opened a tube of CT1, it'll actually last 6 months.
Sorry.
I'm not watching you talk.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm trying to dance around it.
Really?
Sorry, so it lasts 6 months.
It'll last 6 months once opened. All you need to do is leave a bit at the end of the nozzle and pull it out next time you use it.
So no screws in the end of
No screws, none of that faffing, none of that, I need to replace the nozzle, I need to do this, need to do that. Just leave a bit at the end, pull it out next time you use it. The great thing as well, there's no solvents or silicone within the product, so that's one of the key reasons as to why it lasts so long. Once opened, and unopened it'll last 2 years, so you don't need to worry about, you know, hopefully people use it a lot within the thing. Well, before then, because I need to eat, so I need people to use it within 2 years. But the other thing from a paint and decorating perspective is, as a filler, you know, for your settlement cracks, you know, any piping that's got heat going through it that maybe goes through brickwork, you'd use cork, but it sometimes can't handle the flex, and you'd want to use silicone, but then you can't paint over it. So you kind of like, well, what do we do in that scenario? So with the CT1 is we can build it up, we can stack it if we needed to, we can, you know, put it in any nut and cranny we need to as well. But then we can actually tool and structure, as you can see, relatively easy as well. And that's just with a bit of card. And that'll nice and smooth, nice and flat. Let that skin over, give it half an hour. Any water-based paint, emulsion, in most scenarios where, there you go, jobs are good. And the tricky areas where you maybe need to gloss an area, all we'd say with the product is just let it cure 24 hours, undercoat, and then gloss it. If
just give it a chance to actually
just give it a chance to fully cure. But when it's your water-based paint, it's and your emulsions, it's no problem at all.
The paints that are a bit more breathable than gloss.
Exactly. Yeah, just because it just gives the chance, get the product to cure and then away.
What I like about CT1 is that you would carry around in the van 2 or 3 different tubes, grip fill, cork, silicone, maybe some frame seal, that type of thing, and you can replace all of that
with just the one tube. Just the one tube. And because of the colour range, whether you're working on maybe a timber, timber window frame, it's brown, but we do a brown, we do an oak, we've got a beige, white, clear, black, grey, anthracite.
It's very rare that we need silicone or frame seal or grip fill like adhesive and stuff, but the moment you do need it, you need it because you're resealing the bathroom or whatever. You might only use a couple of squeezes of the gun, but like you say, it lasts.
And the downside is to a lot of the other products you guys might use is you use it for one little job. You might have spent a couple of quid, maybe a bit more on that particular type of tube, and you might never use it again for 6 months or 4 months or 3 months. But by the time you come to use that again, it's gone off.
It's no good.
So the key thing, this is no wastage. That's sort of one of the big things we like to highlight to people is, all right, we understand it's a quality product, but then you got to realise that it lasts for a long period of time.
And it does all those other jobs as well.
It's
the chances are you're going to use it more than you think anyway.
Yeah, because there'll be other things probably at home, or what it's like. You're on a job and a customer will go, "Oh, could you look at that for me?" Or "Do you have anything that'll fix that? Could you just?" And then a 2-day job turns into a 2-week job.
What's the tribrid?
So that's a good question. So we was doing hybrid technology.
Well, it's just like we're almost professional. It's like we know what we're doing.
I need a suit on.
I tell you what, it's lucky Tony likes questions, isn't it?
I love questions. I needed to get that in, didn't I? So we did do hybrid up until about 2 years ago. And we pretty much took that sort of technology as far as you could really take it. And obviously we like to sort of look at ourselves as we're number one, we're top of the tree. We like to innovate and come up with products that are unique and are the best they can be. So we looked at what we could do, and then that's when we came up with a tribrid after a bunch of development research to think, well, we've come up with this new formula that's just far superior than even even our old formula. In the testing, everything we've done, it's absolutely obliterated it. Colour retention, strength, flexibility. So it's really sort of took us up to another level again, and sort of kept us on that trajectory of staying
like mould inhibiting as well, isn't it?
So
antibacterial.
What the tribrid has allowed us to do is with another product we do called BT1, which allows us to block out your mould and your fungus
if
a lot of bathrooms, that sort of thing. That's that product's phenomenal on how it works. The testing we've done to really show and highlight how incredible it is. The CT1, however, is great at also blocking out your mould and your fungus. It has got great levels of resistance.
The BT1, but like the way that C-Tec work in. You've made it more for bar. The CT1 can sort of do everything. Whereas BT1's a little bit more focused
specific
into that bathroom.
Exactly. The BT1's more sort of tailored to a sanitary kitchen, bathroom, internal. Them sort of sanitary areas where the mould and fungus is quite prominent and more of a problem for people. That's sort of where the CT1, the great thing, especially with us going to the new tribrid, it's just it sort of gives it even more belt and braces in a lot more areas now, which is brilliant. It's
I really think that C-Tec should come up with like a bundle. So you got the Peel Tec, the Multi-Solve, and the CT1 in a bundle, like a trade pack sort of thing. For decorators or for trades, really.
It's very much like an emergency first aid kit.
The thing is, with everyone, there's going to be a job that you go to or an issue where CT1's going to solve it, Peel Tec's going to solve it, or Multi-Solve's going to solve it. There's always going to be a need.
I think you're forgetting out of that kit though. The one in major love that we have.
Oh, we love it. If this doesn't fix anything, then it's fucked.
Yeah. is the what do you call it? The fast.
The super fast, the super glue, that stuff.
We like Mitomate.
Yeah,
you know, spray it on, glue it. But yours is Mitomate without the 2-part.
Yeah, it's because ours is the sort of the purest form of glue you can get. You know, it's cyanoacrylate, I believe it's called. I can't pronounce it that well, and it's basically the purest form of glue you can get without any of the fillers in there, without any of the solvents, and because of that, you're getting the true quality of what a glue can be without it being watered down and diluted.
Super glue.
A super glue, basically.
Or even a super duper.
Super duper.
I mean, if it can't be fixed with Mitomate, it doesn't really deserve to be fixed.
No, exactly.
Someone that I know very personally drove a cherry picker into a cast iron gutter that was then fixed with Mitomate when it cracked off.
It was quite high up. It did get
it did have a big chunk taken out of it, but then glued back up. And,
I wonder who that was. Who did that?
Yeah. Someone we know quite well.
Yeah.
And then he got a quick paint of black gloss, didn't he?
Yeah. Jobs are good and
then the cherry picker got quickly moved.
Yeah. No, we're not going around that side today.
Honestly, it's fine, Mr. Customer. Honestly.
It is it.
Where are you going to find cast iron gutter in this day and age? Jesus. Go robbing it off a church.
Yeah, but no, it does.
That's another big.
Yeah.
You know,
so
that's
is there anything coming? Is there anything out? Anything we can look forward to coming from C-Tec in the future? Or?
I imagine, to be honest, there's always things probably going on behind the scenes that when I'm not privy to. I think they like to keep it, cards close to the chest, under lock and key.
That's one of the a lot of ranges or companies and stuff. You don't actually. You can't really trust it. One product might be amazing and then another product might be shit. Whereas with C-Tec, I'm fairly confident that if I'm going to use it, it's going to do what it's told me it's going to do.
I think that's where we differ, is we would rather make something that is unique, that is the best that it can be, rather than making something just for the sake of it. We get people ask, well, why don't you make tapes? Why don't...
It's not
because that ain't our thing. We are an expert in it. We're an expert in these type of products. We want to be the best in these type of areas.
They're quite unique I don't know another paint stripper that is that good, along with being as eco-friendly as it is, because safe as it is.
It's generally the trade-off, innit? You either have something that's really good but it's quite nasty, or something that's really bad. It's eco-friendly, but it's not exactly good for the job.
That's the way you sort of showed me how to tell if something's good. If you give it a sniff and your nose starts hurting, it's probably quite a good bit of stuff. That smells really bad for you. So
that must be good. And that's, to be fair, we get even that with the CT1. People go, well, it's because there's very little odour to the CT1, so they're like, that can't be any good. It doesn't smell of vinegar.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything, that's a good thing. Not everyone likes them smells. Not everyone can cope with them. So that coming on to smell, that's why we've put the citrus into the Peel Tec, just to sort of give it that nice. Someone been cleaning around here.
Talking of CT1, you can also use it underwater, can't you?
Yeah, that's right.
It seals guttering.
Yeah. So what we've got with the CT1,
going back to CT1, just so we cover everything.
Just so we've got everything covered. So one of the key things with the product is that it'll stick and work in the wet. So what we've got here, we've got a cup full of water. So as you can see, I'm just going to cut. So you can see it's leaking. And then all we're going to do, look at that, sealed, done.
Straight away.
So that is surprising.
Yeah, it's incredible just how quick this product works. Even in a wet situation, it just doesn't affect it. It just works instantly.
That'd be it's really handy for guttering and bits and pieces like that.
Guttering, leaking waste, traps, soil stacks. You've got a leak in your shed. Just be the CT1 job. Jobs are good because you can use the product internally, externally. It covers all avenues.
I think we're through 6 of them. So, power grab and bond. Quick run. No, there you go. I wasn't actually talking. We've gone through 6 of your products, so we might as well do
We might as well go then, haven't we? So,
power grab and bond.
Power grab and bond is CT1's big brother. That's the easiest way to explain it. So what we did with that is a lot of the sealing properties of CT1, we actually took out of the product and ramped up the adhesive side.
Oh, right, yeah.
So CT1's already, so you imagine CT1's already a strong, cracking adhesive.
Yeah.
So imagine making that even stronger. So the thing is with the power grab and bond is one tube will do roughly around 40 kilograms of weight with no propping, vertical bonding, wallop done.
So just stick it on the wall,
and walk away.
I'll tell you what we don't need to do. We don't need to let the builders know about that.
Well, they've already done a video on it.
Was that what held the skip up?
That's with the skip, yeah. That holds the skip up upside down.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see
yeah,
that.
And that's over a Lamborghini.
Lamborghini, yeah. Not just a car.
A Lamborghini, not a Ford Focus. A Lambo, yeah.
And yeah,
but incredible product, yeah. It's unbelievable, yeah.
Finish off. No one really cares because none of us are turd chasers. Miracle Seal.
See, the Miracle Seal. When I saw that was the second product. I've been with Tech 5 years now, and that's the second product I saw. And when I saw that, I was like, wow. Yeah. And so as turd chasers, I love them because that product for a leak seal is phenomenal. There's nothing else on the market for a domestic heating system that works and does what that product actually does. I wish I had it with me today so I could show you.
Yeah, a bit out of place.
But yeah, decorator, do you want to buy some leak sealer for a boiler?
It's just I don't even like touching radiators now because of the boilers repressurising them. I used to take them off doing wallpapering.
Yeah.
Now it's just like I'll get a rad roller and poke it down behind there because I'm taking it off and then losing pressure in the boiler and then leaving them without heat for 3 days because I can't find a plumber.
And then it's your fault, obviously.
Nice.
Creates more headache than it's
exactly.
The Miracle Seal is. Yeah, it's top notch. It's always on like the gas chat and stuff like with a lot of gas engineers and plumbers raving about it on Facebook.
They're still plumbers. They can call themselves heating engineers or they fucking they're still plumbers.
they get real offended as well. So you a plumber? They go gas engineer.
Same thing, innit?
Same thing. Well, do my trousers look dirty to you? It's like sorry.
It's like when you tell an electrician, it can't be that complicated. It's 3 wires, isn't it?
Do you know about Ohm's law and all stuff like that?
They get really excited when you say that.
Yeah.
It's only 3 colours.
You've got to match the colours up.
They're like, well,
5-year-old niece
I'm going to have him. This is what they're thinking.
I had a Sparky the other day on site come walking through going, is there power? Have you got an extension? Like, mate, if you do your job quicker, we wouldn't need extension leads. You could use the fucking socket. Speed up a bit. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Tony.
Yeah, I think so. I think we pretty much covered everything there, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was nice coming all those miles to meet you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know you don't mean it, but it's alright.
No, we do.
Every hour worth of driving was 10 minutes of content in there.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was worth it.
It was, yeah. Lovely.
Well worth it.
Cheers, Tony. Thanks for your time. Cheers, gents. Thanks.
Yeah, so you can buy CT1, Peel Tec and Multi-Sol from
at Crown.
Yeah, your local Crown Decorators Centre.
Yeah.
And is it buy 2 tubes of CT1 and
yeah, so we can't forget that, can we? So at the moment, buy 2 tubes of CT1 and get a tin of the Peel Tec free of charge. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Cracking deal.
Nice.
Cheers, Tony. Cheers. See you in a bit, lads.